Have you ever wondered why some teams seem to constantly be able to generate new ideas, where other teams seem to struggle even thinking outside the box? Well, today I'm going to share with you the secret recipe to help you unlock the creativity and innovation in your own team. Coming right up. What's up, guys? I'm Marcus Dudley, leadership coach, consultant, and educator, and I help leaders become better leaders. So today we're going to explore 5 strategies that can help you foster a culture of innovation and creativity within your team. All right, before we get started, please hit the subscribe button to support my channel and click the bell below to be notified of when new videos are released so you can learn more great leadership lessons and tips. All right, let's get into it. Strategy number 1, cultivate a culture of psychological safety. Now, I know I've said this before, but it's really so important to create an environment where everyone feels safe to share their ideas, regardless of how crazy or far-fetched they may seem. Strategy number 2, promote cross-disciplinary collaboration. So what does that mean? Well, in short, it means you have to mix shit up. One approach that I have found to be extremely beneficial has been to encourage and include different team members from different departments or different project groups to collaborate or participate in brainstorming sessions or the project itself. And what I've learned during that time is that when you involve individuals from outside your typical work group, you not only build the camaraderie among other members of your organization, but more importantly, it's really the clash of those different experiences and perspectives that can really provoke a ton of new ideas and possibilities. Strategy number 3, encourage autonomy and empowerment. When appropriate, give the members of your team the autonomy and authority to pursue their own innovative ideas, approaches, and projects. Now, like most young leaders, early in my career, I really struggled with learning to let go of the oversight and management of projects that I'd even already assigned other members of my team. And I often worried that if those projects weren't a huge success, that it would really reflect poorly on me as a leader. Now, what I learned over time was that not only did I not have the time to properly manage all of those different projects, but my involvement or over-involvement really prevented others from assuming ownership of those projects, which impacted their own personal commitment to those projects, and that often impacted the end result of those projects themselves. So in other words, or as Taylor Swift might say, I was the problem and the problem was me. So if you can remember that autonomy fosters ownership and ownership fosters commitment and commitment fosters success, then you'll be light years ahead of most new leaders. Strategy number 4, foster a culture of a growth mindset or a fail forward type of mentality. So what does that mean? Well, what it really means is that you have to create and maintain a culture that not only encourages team members to take calculated risks, but that they're not afraid of stepping in shit or experiencing failure. Now, one of the ways that I've really tried to help create and maintain that type of environment over the years has been to really encourage the members of my team to acknowledge and talk about their OSMs or their oh shit moments. Now, in my experience, anytime you say those words, it typically represents an opportunity to learn something new. So the takeaway here is that the more comfortable your team is with failure, assuming that they've been conditioned to learn from those types of experiences, the more likely they will be to continue to innovate without fear of stepping in shit or making mistakes. Strategy number 5, seek inspiration from others. Now, when I was the GM of a semi-professional soccer team, I love to attend workshops and conferences with the members of my team. Now, not only did we learn a lot from the successes and failures and experiences of others, but those types of events always seem to jumpstart our creative juices, and it always seemed to lead to extremely creative and productive meetings among my own staff after those events had ended. In addition, some of the other ways that we often sought inspiration was by stalking our competitors' social media, by taking field trips and exploring other businesses, and oftentimes just by getting out of the office on a Friday afternoon and having a happy hour to loosen up. I guess my primary point is this, is that it's okay to steal and borrow the ideas of others. And it's super important to continually expose yourself and the members of your team to new environments and new experiences. All of these things represent new learning opportunities. And at least in my experience, the return on investment of these types of activities almost always exceeds the expenses. All right, to wrap up, the fact is that fostering a culture or environment of creativity and innovation really starts with its leadership. And by implementing these 5 strategies, you can absolutely transform your team into a dynamic, creative, and truly innovative force. Remember, the goal isn't just to come up with great ideas, but really to create an environment where ideas can truly flourish, evolve, and ultimately succeed. Well, that's it for today. Until next time, keep leading and keep learning.